Hey, welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drones and Entertainment. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great week. We got a lot to talk about. We got some new drones coming on the horizon. Besides the Mavic 4, we're going to be talking about the new V-Copter. Johnny Drone Flyer may join us a little later and talk about the new drone. So let's get this show going. Let's welcome the man from down under. He's no blunder. He's got no bluster. And he doesn't get flustered. So let's welcome all the way from Brisbane or Melbourne, Australia. Let's welcome Dominic.
Yeah, good evening all.
Almost got my cities mixed up.
Yeah, that's about 15 or so 100 miles away.
Welcome. So you got, it looks like balloons, either that or you got some specks on your lens there.
That's balloons this morning around sunrise.
Around sunrise, wow.
I was taking a photo of the sunrise and I could hear the butane going off and turned it around. Turned it around 180 degrees because that's facing the west. And saw them. Cool. It's a regular. It seems to be a bit of a regular occurrence. They travel from where the city is to southwest. Other way around. That way. That way.
That way. You know, the way they didn't come from.
Yeah.
They're going that way.
Jim. Yeah. It seems to be a regular occurrence. They seem to go down the same spot and the same line.
Awesome. Yeah, we have some that take off just north of town here, and sometimes we have some that take off at Chatfield Reservoir and Park. And yeah, so I got to go up in a hot air balloon. Had my camera at the ready. This is back when you had film camera.
Oh no!
Took all these pictures and got home, opened it up. Shit, no film in it.
Yeah, well, it's really no different to in today's terms.
Yeah,
it's basically, you forgot your SD card, so same thing.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. Akira show, Warren. I didn't.
All right, so let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Jim from Jim's Droning, Mark R. White. We got Warren Akira Show and Ed 204 WPG Drone Life. And we got Brian Waypoint New England, Dusty Brian. East Coast Thrills, and Jody Drone Shots, Jeremy Boyce. He's the voice of reason. Had to do my perfect Ken Heron right there, the voice of reason. And I said Warren and Dusty, and it was, and the rest on Gilligan's Isle. Yeah, so we got a good crowd tonight going so far. Hopefully Bill will join us if he's feeling up to it. You know, he got, who taken out. So, so he's probably, who knows? Hopefully, I hope he's feeling good, getting rested, and possibly join us a little later. So today we're going to talk about the new V-Copter by 00 Robotics that was just recently unveiled, and it's called the Falcon Mini with features 2-tilt
Falcon.
rotors
Wow.
for unmatched agility. It follows the V-Copter Falcon from 2020 as the lighter sub 250 gram model with a 4K camera is stabilized with the 3-axis gimbal. Cool. Alrighty, I heard somebody's in the waiting. Let's welcome all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's London Art. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. What's happening?
Hey.
Yeah, we were just talking about the new V-Copter.
The Mini?
By 00 Robotics.
Yeah, it's getting released, what, the 13th or something?
I believe so, and it's got 4K camera, and it's a sub 250 drone, so that's cool.
Yeah, if it's not huge money, I might get one, but just for fun, because it does all kinds of tricks and shit. That'd be kind of fun, I admit. But then again, if it's too much money, then I just wish they would have made the Avata 2 fly with the RC2 controller. You know what I mean? And have like easy acro on like the C2 button or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could just fly with a regular controller and be able to do flips and shit with the regular controller. I don't understand why not.
Right.
I can't quite figure out why they won't do that.
Well, let's welcome all the way from Port St. Lucie. It is Uncle Bill. Welcome,
Hey,
Bill.
What's up, Wilhelmina?
What's up? Yeah, my dinghy went from being this long back to today. The tube came up. Yeah. So I'm not particularly comfortable, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So I probably won't be in here for the whole thing.
All right.
Okay.
But I thought I would spread the share the love and respect. Coming up for a name for your stream, like in-depth discussion of this drone, and then you're reading this stats off some web page or something like
that. He studied it. Come on. He was practicing before he went live.
Yeah, it's the difference between this channel and my channel. Is the amount of effort that you put in, Art. It's amazing. It is.
It's amazing. I mean, it's unrivaled.
It's unrivaled.
It's unmitigated. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, unstoppable, unfathomable. Yeah.
Unidentifiable. How's my volume?
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Mine. None of my shit. What?
Mic check. Mic test.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. None of my shit wanted to work. I don't know. Just every so often, either it's my computer or it's the Pocket 3, but it doesn't want to recognize it as a webcam.
Your video looks nice and bright and crisp today.
Yeah.
Do you have a light or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have a light, but
for some reason today
but it's
it looks
not
like
right though.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
You look good.
Yeah, no.
I had to reset it. I had all my settings the way I wanted them, and
you've been dark and a little hazy. Like you're in a car.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is much better.
So, hey, Bill.
What?
What would you call the Flintstones if they were black? I sent him a joke earlier. Did you watch that video I sent you?
Probably. I'm sure I have. There's nothing new.
I sent it today.
Oh, maybe I didn't see it. Hold on a minute.
Oh, it's freaking hilarious. But you can't play it on here. But it's oh my God.
No, I saw you sent this, but I didn't watch it. Yeah. I was a little tied up today at that time,
It is all hilarious. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no, it's so inappropriate.
It's
inappropriate as hell.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
It's unethical.
Unethical.
Unethical. Yeah. No, you know that you know, if it's not too expensive, maybe I'll buy one. If it's too expensive, they might talk me into buying the Avata 2 again or something. I wouldn't mind something that's fun to fly around. You know what I mean? Not that the Air 3S isn't. Air 3S is actually reasonably fun to fly, frankly. But it's a typical camera drone. You know what I mean? But it's like does almost 60 miles per hour, so it moves along pretty good. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Cool.
So it's not like it's slow or anything, like the Neo.
Hey, Dominic.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. I know. That's why I said hello. How are
Hello.
you?
Hello.
Hey, speaking of catheters, were we?
We weren't, but if you want
you
to.
had them out. Did it ever remind the doctor didn't do it? They had the nurse's aide do it or whatever. It's like I could have done this. Anyway, it kind of reminded me of starting my lawnmower. I mean, she said, "Okay, count to 3." She goes 1, and then on 2, she goes.
It out
like she was trying to start a motor.
Yep.
Did she start your motor?
No.
So people get that kind of stuff.
No, and the weapon's not particularly threatening right now, you know. So.
Oh yeah.
Did you come like a wildcat?
What the fuck kind of thing is that?
Like a wildcat.
What is that even? His mind is just too many movies or something. I don't know.
Did you get your speed loader?
Yeah.
Not yet. It didn't come yet. I did order it.
Oh
yeah.
I had that one in my hand, and I just thought it looked kind of.
The one you had is probably OG. It's probably the original. This people. I of course I look into it after I buy it, and so a lot of people allegedly liked it if those are real, and then some had some complaints about stiffness, and then some had tips what to do if you're having trouble loading it. You know, loading that rail.
Right.
You know, one guy had a Dremel. But actually, that came from the website of the company that basically created this. I forget. Don't ask me which one it is. But I saw in the comments, it's just a cheap knockoff of blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, shit. Okay, let's check out blah, blah, blah. And I did. And it's $30. So it's not a cheap knockoff. First of all, it's the same price.
Right.
You know, in fact, a little more. A couple dollars more. Well, it's shipping and taxes, whatever. I think I get free shipping. It's just taxes. Anyway, long story short, there was complaints even on the original one's page. You know what I mean? Like people having trouble and what to do to take care of it. It didn't look any better. It looked more, you know, it's just plastic. We'll see if it works. You know.
Yeah.
If it was metal, I'd be happier, but apparently it's plastic.
Yeah, it's intriguing, but the only other thing I didn't like about it, I guess I shouldn't care that it's kind of big, but it is kind of big.
It is.
As opposed to, you know, it seems a little unwieldy. You know, that rail and everything.
It looks like you attach that thing onto it. So, you know, you disattach.
So it's maybe 2 pieces?
Disattach, you said
it. Carry it around in a pouch.
It, I guess, when you're not using it, but that would require a bag to carry it or something, or some special.
So what about this minigun?
If it's really good, though, I'll go through the trouble of dealing with that. If it's like in this video, and you're going zhik, 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 and you got 4 magazines loaded up in 40 seconds, why not? You know.
When does that become an issue, though? Is my question. You know,
at the range when you're being timed.
Yeah.
When you're paying by time, sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You could have bought another couple magazines.
You could.
You could walk in with 20 magazines, you know.
You'd have to load those too.
Whoa, depending on what time you bought.
Holy cow, you got 20 magazines.
No, that's 200 rounds, dude. I'm not trying to shoot more than 200 rounds at any time at the range.
Yeah. No.
That's a lot of rounds.
Yeah.
That's a whole box. I'm a little tired of it by then. I'll be honest with you. I'm like, yeah, okay.
But you'll still load them. You want them loaded.
Oh yeah. Eventually, sure. Yeah, that's true.
It's like
and it'll be nice. You can load them in 5 minutes. Sure.
An unloaded gun is useless. Well, it's a paperweight. It has some.
Yeah. You can load 1 magazine. You know.
So it'd still be in each one of them. Oh, my bush! I just put 20 loads. You see somebody using a gun like that in a fire. Pop, pop, put the next magazine in.
Oh my God! Budball just cooked his dogs. Wow. Were you mad at him?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know it was that hard, man. I can send you a couple bucks.
Burgers and dogs. That's his nickname.
You're like eating your dogs.
Gumada on this side. Burgers and dogs. Come here. Come here, honey. Get in my mouth. If you buy extra magazines, you increase your chances of winning Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. That's sure.
Is that still a thing? I remember there used to be commercials all the time for that.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what about that drone, Art? I know you're itching to talk about it.
Yeah. You made up a graphic.
How about them drones?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it.
The little V-Copter.
Yeah, you showed a pic. Show it again. We're very
Did
good.
he come up with a price yet, buddy? Did you get some insight with your connections? Oh, wow. Okay. Are those white props? Because I might sell it for me.
We're still holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's what it looks like.
Yeah, we know. You showed us this. Okay, got it.
This is pretty sweet. What else you got? That's pretty cool.
Well, wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. We got the steak knives coming in too.
You're spoiling us so far.
It says half the propellers, twice the fun. The V-Copter Falcon Mini 2-rotor are positioned above the drone's body. And within milliseconds of the drone being engaged, tilt forward to optimize airflow and thrust for fast and powerful acceleration.
So it's got lots of thrust.
Mm-hmm.
Art, slower. Say it, do it slow.
Ooh, say it with thrust. Do some more. Do some more. Say it slowly. Do some more. Do some more.
Those twin rotors can work independently too, by tilting in opposite directions.
Now, is this the Mini they're talking about? How much does it weigh, Art?
Maneuvers are possible.
Okay,
there are also videos on the V-Copter site showcasing the drone's flight stability.
Some copywriter, Pigtails and Pimples wrote this. We don't need to hear it all.
Of real-time flight adjustments. Yeah,
he's ignoring me totally.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not wrong.
He's doing a good job of it too. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him.
Yeah. Anyway, how much does it weigh?
It's sub 250.
Well, yeah,
so it's under 250. Yeah,
I know. So that's all it says.
249 and a half. I mean,
is it? Or is it stupid light? I'm curious.
No, I don't think it's crazy light.
No,
I doubt it. I mean, I'll give them credit for what's possible.
No, I'm curious. I'd like to know how they did.
It's hard to say. Does it say under what? They don't really give you a lot of information on the website. Last time I looked at it, no pricing information, no real specs. I have no idea what size camera it's got on it, anything like that.
But it's exciting. No idea. It is exciting. We heard in that copyright.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's exciting, and you lean forward into the wind
34
for maximum efficiency with your two props.
Would you say 34 minutes of flight time?
Yep.
Maybe about 28.
That's a little bit sub-average, I'd have to say.
You say 28 where, Dominic? Are you refuting what Art's saying?
No, I'm always say when they say 34 minutes or where they say a specific time, you generally take off about 20%.
20% is the number. Got it.
That's
actually a range. It depends on what you're doing with it, obviously, But
sure,
and how windy it is.
Yeah, it'd probably hover for 34
the temperature out, whether it's a full moon, whether
the barometric pressure, where you are in the world. Is there any wind?
Yeah. Whether you've been drinking. So, all right. Have you found anything else interesting? I see you're looking.
He's killing it.
Looking at, what? It looks like he'll fly upside down as well.
Yeah, it does tricks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We've heard that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It does inverted yaw spins and shit.
Yeah. So we heard.
That's why I might buy it just for fun. I think I'd get bored with it kind of quick. But as long as it's not huge money, then why not? But if it turns out that they do you like they do the Hover X1 Pro Max, where they get it with all the shit that comes with it, you're talking about $1,000 or $1,400, and it's like
I bet you it's going to be around $1,000 with a nominal fly more kit. You know, I bet
so?
you at least. I just do. Yeah.
Well,
I think it's gonna. I think it'll be in there with the Mini 4 Pro.
Yeah.
So what's the Mini 4 Pro cost for the Fly More combo? Pushing $1,000, 800.
I don't know.
Let's find out. I thought it was more than that, but
about 1150.
I thought it was like $989. I thought it was $989. That's my guess. And I promise I didn't look it up. See,
well, Dominic just looked it up and he said, "Let me see."
That's 1,100 Australian dollars.
Yeah, don't count Australian dollars.
Yeah, that'd be around probably
Walmart.
You reckon?
This is with the RC2 remote. You're talking about with the good remote?
Sure, why not?
$15.99.
Woo! Okay,
DJI
with the regular
Mini
remote.
4 Pro drone fly more combo with RC2 remote controller, white, $15.99. Let's see
what the hell is a Air 3S these days? The Air 3S is barely $2,000, isn't it? With a fly more combo, right?
And is Amazon DJI Mini 4 Pro with DJI RC2 screen remote control bundle kit camera drone, $14.39.
Jeez.
Mine says $988.
That's what I thought. Well, maybe that's not with the fly more combo.
But this kit that I'm looking at comes with 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 or 5 batteries. So that's a pretty sick kit. This is DJI. This is Amazon for $14.39. DJI RC2 screen remote control. With a 128 gig SD card, a 3. Now it gives you a bunch of extraneous shit. 3.0 USB card reader, landing pad. In the picture, there's 2 landing pads, unless it's just flipped over to show. Yeah, it's flipped over probably.
Yeah, I don't get it. The Air 3S is $1,600 with the RC2 Fly More combo.
Backpack, strobe, lights, and more. I wonder if shipping problems from overseas is getting these guys to raise their prices a little bit.
That would be my guess.
Yeah. Oh, and wait a minute. I was way wrong. Those aren't even batteries. That's the same light. It's the fucking Ulanzi light probably that they gave you with it, and it's got its picture 4 times, and it's bigger than they really are. So I mistook it. The actual battery, I only see 2. Let's find out.
I'm looking on DJI's website right now.
$14.39.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What's going on?
Let me. Oh, it's here. Description. 1 battery. $14.39. That's sick.
What
it's a hell of a drone. Okay. 1 battery. Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Mini 4 Pro with just the drone and the controllers. Let me see here. Okay. You know that they're out of stock almost on everything at DJI right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
$1,099. I was close. I was this close. I was $100 off, and it's probably the tariffs. It's probably the tariffs because I thought it was $989 for a Fly More combo with the RC2, and it's $1,099.
Mini with the RC2?
Yes. DJI Mini 4 Pro Fly More combo, DJI RC2.
What's the one below it? DJI Mini 4 Pro Fly More combo plus DJI RC. Why is that one $11.59?
I'm looking.
They're both DJI Mini 4 Pro Fly More combos with RC2.
Is that the one with what?
The one right below it. I'm on the
I know. I'm looking. Oh, it's probably the extend. Does the Mini 4 Pro have extended batteries? Is there an extended battery option for the Mini 4 Pro? Yes.
Plus 1 45-minute max. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus they give you an extra battery and it's a 45-minute battery.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I see it now too.
Yeah. That's what you're right. You called it.
Anyway, I thought it was $1,000. I'm a little off.
$11.99 out of stock. It might as well be $3,000. You know, it does it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I mean, that was probably the price when they stopped being able to ship them because they're having problems and they're cutting back or whatever they're doing. There's probably plenty of stock out there. It just can't make it to the customer. Well, it is really the customer now. I mean, if you get it from Amazon, you can buy them. So, and they're charging a premium.
Yeah.
They're charging a premium.
Best Buy Canada. Now I'm sniffing around. Now I'm kind of curious. Best Buy. Oh, Canada.
And unless you're done with
It's
the 4 Pro.
$26.84
What?
All up.
for the V-Copter Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
How much?
Yeah.
$26.84.
26. Oh, that's the big one.
The big one. He's talking about the big one right
Ah, okay. Yeah,
So
you're
that's-
right.
yeah, that's
That
the
might
big one.
be the-
Yeah, the
Okay.
Mini is not for
Falcon
sale
Mini.
yet, so.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
There's the controller.
oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay. DJI Air 3S.
I mean, you
Okay.
can't get.
All right. Let's see here. You can buy.
The only DJI Mini 4 Pro you can buy is the simple one with the base controller and the
Yeah, I've seen that too.
single battery.
Yeah.
That's it. The base kit, $759.
Ah, here you go. Here's it's $6.99. I
For
think
what?
that's for one battery and the charger and the remote control for the V-Copters.
Falcon Mini? It's the Mini. You
know
keep
what?
looking at the
Let's
full size.
Say mini.
I
You know
didn't
what?
think the Mini was for sale yet.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you're right. That might be the regular. Yeah.
Yeah, because the prices on the regular one range from retarded to ridiculous. I
Right.
mean, it's insane
Now this
how
one's
far spread they are.
$6.99. You get the drone, the battery, charger, and the remote. That's it.
That's not super bad though. When it first came out, it was pushing $1,000, I think. The
Yeah.
V-Copter. It seemed like it was pushing $1,000 around. That was one of the nicks about it because you're like, why would you buy that over I think at the time the Air 2S was the closest rival to it when it came out, right? And everybody's like, why the hell would you buy that over the Air 2S? It was about the same money. Yeah. You
All
can
the
still
Air-
buy DJI drones at Best Buy in Canada.
All the Air 3Ss
just
are out
go
of
for a
stock,
drive.
by the way. Just I don't know if you looked. All
Yeah, I
the
did.
All the Air 3Ss are out of stock.
Yeah, you go to Canada and get one.
You can still get the 3 Pro.
Mhm.
If you want to spend
Yeah.
three,
Johnny
4, and
says
5
he's
grand.
got a brand new one in the box.
Who does?
Johnny Drone Flyer.
Has
Oh,
what? Has what brand new in the box?
Mini 4 Pro?
He's
I
listening. Come
was asking
on,
Artie.
Johnny.
Art, stop talking. I have a brand new one in the box. Okay. Is it a
Cool.
drone? Are we playing 10 guesses?
You
playing
might have a
20
brand new V-Copter in
We're
the
playing
box. I don't think
20
so.
guesses here. Is there holes poked in the side of the box?
Yeah. Is it male or female? Is it animal, vegetable, or mineral? Is it bigger than a bread box?
It's got a V-Copter, brand new in the box.
Is it something you can carry with you into court? Man.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, Mini 4 Pro. See, I got looking at Canadian dollars right now, so it's kind of skewed, but they have them in Canada, but they don't have a brand new Mini 4 Pro in Canada either, at Best Buy anyway. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what DJI is doing.
Oh, fuck. They'll do whatever they goddamn well choose to do.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Me and Johnny talked about this a few times. Quite frankly, if I was DJI, I would just stop selling drones here, period. And I know that would suck for us, but I'm just saying.
Nah, they're still making money. They're not. So far, they're making money, so they're not going to stop. That's all.
Yeah. It's
Like
just,
any
if it
other
gets to be
business.
too big of a pain, I would just be like, I'd suspend selling them here for a while though. I'd be like, okay, well, since nobody seems to, nobody wants to stick up for us.
How much better is the Mini 4 Pro than the Mini 3?
Mini 3. I don't think it's significant. The Mini 3 or not the Mini 3 Pro?
I'm looking at Mini 3.
Oh, Mini 3? Significantly because it has obstacle avoidance, tracking, it has active track.
There's
it
no
has better transmission.
You can't track
not the Mini 3 Pro, but not the Mini 3.
I think my Air 2S is tracking.
Yeah, Air 2S does. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I never use it. Something I had tracked me. I think actually what I think I did is I bought an aftermarket app, one of them couple for the Mini 2, and it tracked me up and down the street. Oh, isn't that cool? It works. Okay, that was it. It's the last time I did it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I
mean, I tried to get him to track me on boats and stuff, but it's actually better if I do it myself.
Right. Well, Adorama claims they have it, and I deal with Adorama a bunch. But I'm not a big fan of the one thing I don't like about them. They'll let you order shit and then tell you it's on back order. They'll let you order shit and then be like, "Oh, well, your item's on back order." After the fact.
Well, I mean, the DJI Mini 3 Fly More with the RC controller with the screen, it's kind of a bargain at $719. I think.
Brand new?
Yeah, it's on DJI site. I'm looking right at it.
That's not a refurb?
I don't think so. It's on. I did was
interesting.
I went to list all their drones and then all their minis, and the 4 and the 3 were listed. I clicked on the 3, and this is what came up. But let me see. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't see it on here.
Yeah. The Air 3S is out of it's out of stock. Period.
Not
it
Air
says
3S.
Minotify me.
Mini 3.
No, I know. I'm just. I know it's the first thing that came up when I.
No, there's no Air 3Ss. No, I saw that.
Yes, it's the first thing that clicked in. Okay, yeah, you're right. DJI Mini. You know what you can get though?
DJI Mini 3 with the RCN1, right? For $419.
You know what you can get?
No, what can you get?
You get a DJI Flip. That's on sale. There you go. Ready to go. Fly more combo, $779.
DJI Mini.
I wonder what they're doing. DJI's up to something.
Those bastards. Keep an eye.
No, I don't think they're up to something evil. I think they're up to something. Though. I think they're shifting something. They're making some kind of changes. They're making some kind of moves. It's weird for them to be out of stock like that on everything. It's insane. Pretty much. You go over the whole website just about.
Yeah, as long as I know. But I can get a Mini.
The Air 3S is completely out.
I can get a Mini 3.
Let's see, Mavic. Let's see here. Wait, what's this now? Mavic 3 Pro. What we got? Huh? You can get a Mavic 3 Pro. They're probably in the States already and sitting in warehouses here. That's why.
Seriously, if somebody was just starting out and they wanted a better controller, DJI Mini 3, this with a single battery, the base kit.
Oh, that's good.
But with the DJI RC, it's $549. Brand new. That's quite a deal, I think.
What about
really the drone's like $250 if you.
Hey, this is good.
Yeah, it's a bit on the low side actually. Yeah.
How about this one?
That's your heartbeat. That's too high.
My heartbeat is too high.
Yeah.
Because I just vacuum.
Well, I don't know why it's so high. Maybe you were looking at my ass.
Okay.
All right.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Just
Bill, tell her to say Bahala Nasi Batman.
She's out of the room. I was trying to yell to her.
Good for her.
Powered me and she got away.
She scampered off.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Their website is pretty barren, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the Avata? Let's see.
This is like a sidewalk sale. All these deals in here. Going out of
Let's see
business
now.
sale.
Yeah, the Vada Fly More combos down to 1,100 or 1,200. Excuse me.
You know what? I'm not saying this would be funny because this would not be funny, but it just struck me. Wouldn't it be something if DJI pulled
Autel.
an Autel, and we're all waiting with bated breath on this 4 to come out, and instead the announcement is that they're no longer courting the non-commercial market.
Yeah. See, this pisses me off. I'd buy Nevada too if I could fly it with my RC2.
Because that's a lot.
Just to have a little stunt drone to fart around with. You know what I mean? Now, that would be cool.
You know, because Autel, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Not Autel.
Well,
not like Autel, like the other one.
Skydio?
A legend. Yeah, Skydio. You know, all of a sudden, products weren't there, but they had an announcement. The next one was coming. Even described all the upgrades and features, including a better camera. I was actually like, yeah, with a better camera? I was seriously considering getting one.
Oh, I would have bought one maybe. You know? I need better remote, though.
But they led you down that path for a couple of months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess until all the shit was gone. So.
Yeah, well, they're not the only ones. Autel did too the first time around. They went out, they dropped off the face of the planet promising a 1-inch sensor on the original Evo. They were at CES and everything with samples or whatever you want to call them, prototypes. And then all of a sudden, they just disappeared. They pulled the same shit with the X-Star Premium. So, at any rate, man, it's very interesting. DJI's website's pretty skimpy.
Skimpy. Skimpy like a 2-piece bikini.
Anyway, I was looking at those prices on the 3 because since they are available, as if someone's talking to you about just getting into this and they're willing to spend more than $250, $300 and get the SE2 or the
everything's available here too, man.
4K. You know, you want to go a little better. That's not a bad price for that 3. You know, the 3.
Well, all our European and Australian friends are saying they're in stock. Yeah. No, I don't think they're going to stop making drones. I think that there's something in the works to get around this bullshit here in this country of them getting their products in the States. I think they're working on something, if you want my opinion. All they had to do was put an assembly plant here in the States and it would have been over. And they tried to.
Mark was trying to correct me on the pricing that I was reading right from the website. Yeah, I know it was a Mini 3. I didn't say it was the Pro. It's only $300. Well, yeah. Well, less if you take the price of the controller out. It's like $250. Controller's $300. So pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah. So
yeah. That'd be
maybe DJI bought 00 and they're just stepping aside to give them a chance.
Save money.
You know, that's the kind of company they run. They're all super duper nice. Try to help their fellow drone, companies.
Yes. They exude that niceness in the love in every box.
Yeah, 339 with no controller.
You know, you can present that lie with a straight face if you just quality, because quality's there. They do put love in every box. They got quality products, for cheap. So there's love in every box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Canada, the Canadians are chiming in that DJI Canada is
what?
The DJI Best Buy
Skinny.
was looking a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. They'll straighten it out. These things pass.
But that might have been just Best Buy because I hear there's issues with Best Buy too. That was I didn't catch Drone Nation Monday, but it feels like someone told me that was one of their topics or something about
Best Buy
Is Best Buy not selling? Is Best Buy done selling DJI or something? I think
they're not getting them. They're not coming in. How can you sell them?
Right. Well, I think the theory was that
shelf space forever.
DJI kicked them out. That was the theory. That DJI is done with Best Buy.
Done with Best Buy.
Yeah.
I don't know why. What would they do?
I don't know, but if my opinion of it, I wish I would have caught it, because I would have said, here's the thing. If I'm facing tariffs and I'm trying to keep the price down for my customers, see, DJI sells a drone for $1,000 online, right? How much does Best Buy sell it for?
About
$1,000.
Yeah.
So how do they do that? Well, apparently Best Buy sells them to them for less, right?
It's a bulk discount.
It's
a bulk commercial discount. Best Buy's buying for thousands of, I guess, thousands of stores. So
right.
Makes it easy for DJI. They don't have to individually ship all this shit all over the place. Big fucking big pallets and pallets and pallets that they go out.
Right, but DJI can just sell them direct and make all the profit.
Again, there's more expense in splitting them up and selling them individually like that, So they got to decide whether it's worth it to get the.
No, they're still doing that too, though, Bill. It's not like they don't already do that.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they just eliminate. They just kick Best Buy out.
But a lot of places that do bulk also do individual retail. I mean, that's fine. Retail, you might make a couple more dollars that way per unit, but to be able to ship 10,000 units out at a time, I mean, there's definitely a savings there.
Yeah, I'm saying Best Buy ain't doing it for a couple of dollars. Best Buy is probably getting 20 points off.
I'm being
20. I know.
I'm being colorful.
I'm just trying to make a point here, and you're nuking my point. I'm saying if they sell a drone for $1,000,
it's horseshit. I'm sorry.
If they sell a drone for $1,000, Best Buy is probably buying it off them for $600, $700.
Well, I don't know.
No, you can't survive in retail without at least 30
retail,
points.
You're supposed to do at least a 50% markup typically, but with electronics, but it depends on the product. Electronics are much tighter than that.
Yeah, they're tight, but then it would be worth it to Best Buy then, because Best Buy's got to ship for free too.
Best Buy sells things that they don't make any money on, just to get people to come in the store. So
I get it, but they ship too. If you buy Air 3S from Best Buy, let's say, they ship it to you for free.
Yeah.
So they're paying for shipping as well. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying they're getting a pretty good deal, and DJI could just put all that money in pocket and be done with it. Is what I'm saying.
Right. If they
just a thought.
Do all the distribution, I mean, there's a lot of work behind that. They got to weigh that.
Yeah, they have the systems in place, though. You know what I mean?
Do they? To do the entire market without big box retailers?
You know why? Because they used to.
Yeah.
Everybody bought the Mavic 2 Pros from Best Buy, and they got them in 2 days.
But I think the bigger they got, the more they saw opportunity to move more product. You flood the market, then your competition there's no chance.
That's probably true. It's hard to say.
It is. I mean, they were probably selling more units, and with more units, their own costs go down at home.
You got scale. Yeah.
And that's an awful lot of love to push through one, in one shipment. You got to say I love you several thousand times just to cover it.
Right. But just flipping product is not the way to run a business. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? It just flipping product isn't a way to run a business.
Yeah, but putting it in Best Buy also introduces it to the new public who may never ever see it.
Mm-hmm. To an extent. That's to an extent. I can't argue that.
I mean, unless you run across a website somewhere, how would you know there was even drones around as a hobby? Half the yo nuts you talk to, they see you flying one, they think you're doing something illegal.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They see them selling on Best Buy. They might have questions. I thought this was, oh no, that's legal. You just do it, and then they learn because they saw it at Best Buy shopping for a toy for their kids or whatever.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that it's possible, but I doubt very highly that most people that are in the drone hobby tripped over them at Best Buy.
I bet you a lot did.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I bet you a lot did.
Maybe.
I bet you some did. I bet you some got at least are curious. I got curious and maybe started watching some. I mean, I didn't know anything about this shit until like I just accidentally fell across Captain Drone's channel. And that's how I got started, but that's
yeah.
me.
And that's how most people probably find it, or they see somebody flying one or something.
Seeing it physically is kind of cool. I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of cool right away because me personally, I did RC when I was a kid. So this sound already is halfway. It sounds great right from the get. Someone who's never done that kind of thing, maybe not as much from watching it. But actually seeing the thing in the store, and talking to somebody about it in person. I'm just saying,
I know. I absolutely agree. It's possible.
Not as scary as I think it is, or it's cooler than I thought it was, or whatever their impression is when they see an actual drone. And then every year, of course, you add to it social media where they're showing the drone shows and instead of the amazing things they can do instead of fireworks and and the bad stories. That's unfortunately they get inundated more with the bad stories. So. Some of them may get it because they want to be a gangster. They want to be not a gangster.
Yeah, they want to spy on people.
Bad boy. I'm like, all those drone guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna protect my turf, dog.
That's not. It's not particularly what we want, But
Crips for life, dog. So anyway,
that's what I'm talking.
It wasn't convincing.
Yeah. Art's one of the Crips.
Yep. Yeah, roll them 30s.
Oh my God, what is wrong? Oh shit!
Yeah, watch out!
I'll never forget that South Park. That was hilarious.
Watch out for all epileptic gang, the Shakers.
Yeah. Timmy.
I got some redness coming out. So I'm the Bloods, I guess. You're the Crips, Art?
You're the Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah, you're the Bloods, yeah.
The fecal, not fecophiliacs, not the necrophiliacs. The hemophiliacs.
Why was that top of mind, though? I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, I know, right? The hemophiliacs. The hemophiliacs could be the Bloods, and those could be the Crips.
That's too crazy.
And watch out for that all paraplegic gang, with their catheter bags. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think I find
They
that
call them the snakes. They call them the snakes.
Do you think I find that funny?
Yeah.
The sacks. The sacks.
It sucks. Boy, I'd hate to be like one of those people that has to have one on all the time.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but they don't feel it.
Says who? You can feel it every time you sit out. Yeah. There's a hose running through there.
From the waist down.
Not comfortable.
Oh, stop. Stop.
It's out. I still feel like it's in there. It's sore. It's terrible. Shut up. Blood.
So why is Bill like
doing Kegel exercises like I'm about to give birth? This is fun. All that does is make it go fast. Instead of stopping, I'm just getting more in my tighty. My tighty.
God.
Why
you gotta keep it up? I was sick all week. I can tell you about what happened when I went to go get my driver's physical because we have to have a med card, to drive. It was horrible because you love these kind of stories, so this is gonna be great. You guys are gonna love this. You guys love these kind of stories, right?
Do we?
So I've been sick all week, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to be the.
I don't want you sick, so I already hate this story.
Thanks. Right? So I had to go to the doctor's for my what was it, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, I believe it was, or Tuesday, doesn't matter. And it's for my driving physical, right? Because we all have chauffeur's licenses for my work. Right. So I'm sick, and I'm like, fuck. So I the night before I bought NyQuil severe cold and flu, but I bought the Walgreens version. Okay. And because it was on sale, it was buy one get one half off or whatever. So I bought it. So I wake up that morning, and I'm like, all right, let me get my ass to work. And I go, oh yeah, let me take this stupid NyQuil so I'm not hacking all over the place when I'm trying to take a physical, right? That would be cute. So I,
They're gonna give you a urine
gulped
test.
down.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, okay.
So I gulped down this stupid NyQuil, right? And I jet off to work, hang out at work for a minute, and then I head to the doctor's, right? I go to the doctor's. I get in there. I walk in. No, I took Dayquil. Excuse me. I use the words NyQuil, but it's a kit. It's Dayquil and NyQuil together. Okay. I took the Dayquil version, obviously.
Right. Okay.
So I get in my truck. I drive to the doctor's, and I walk in. I check in. I go, hey, we're gonna have to take a urine test. And she goes, no. I go, oh, cool. Where's the bathroom? So I go down the hall, take a piss, come back, and I sit down. And they go, oh, Mr. Denard. I go, oh. And I get up. I walk in. Yeah, we're gonna need a urine sample. I'm gonna go like that, right? So and they go, well, go ahead and give it a try, right? Now, here's the part you guys love is gross shit. So I'm standing there trying to push out urine, and all of a sudden my stomach, it looks like somebody stabbed me in the stomach, right? Because it's NyQuil. I don't normally take anything, if anybody doesn't know that about me. I don't normally take any kind of drugs. I don't drink, smoke. I don't even take aspirin. You know what I'm saying? So I took this Dayquil. I should keep calling it Dayquil, but it's a Walgreens version. And I'm standing there trying to push out some pee, and all of a sudden the other side said, you know, so I spin around real quick and flip the seat down and just unload. And this stuff is like bright green, neon green. You know, this Dayquil.
Been there, done that.
And it's fresh and it's aromatic. It smells like methyleptus, right? So and it's a small bathroom that you use for this, and they also do drug tests in there, right? So you can't flush. So you can't flush the toilet, right? You ever see Dumb and Dumber when Lloyd gives them all the laxative? It was similar to that scenario. Yeah. They could hear me outside the door just filling the bowl, right? And I'm like, so I'm like, oh my God. So I go, well, I didn't have to pee. I still haven't peed yet, right? So I get up and clean up and whatever. And at least there was toilet paper in there, luckily. and I get up and I go, whew. And it's just, I just blew the whole room out, right? Because I opened the door. So then I hit the flusher because the flusher was outside of the room. So they're just both just standing there, the nurse and her new trainee or whatever. And I'm like, look, I'm going to have to get some water and stuff and try to, we were going to have to revisit this situation, So then they went through the rest of the physical, but it was disgusting. I got hit like 3 more times after that because then I had to go to the DMV to renew my license too. And I had to hit the bathroom twice on the way to the at the DMV too.
You can shit yourself at the DMV. At least that's what I've noticed. Apparently it's okay.
Yeah. Apparently it's okay. Well, that's cool. I wish I'd have known that.
They're in Walmart. You can shit your pants. It's all right.
Yeah. So so anyway, so my Walgreens version of Dayquil is off the menu indefinitely. I was like, holy, it's just like, it's like somebody punched me in the stomach. I mean, it was just like that. I felt everything was fine. And then I was trying to push out a little urine and all of a sudden
it was working one solid plug, baby, and was getting there and getting there. And it broke through.
Yeah, did you come like a wildcat?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, but I was like, wow.
You don't have urine if you like this.
If you like this. I said I didn't come up with any urine, but yeah, man, oh man.
What a great story. And what made you know that we would like that story? What
you guys love this kind of medical freaking disgusting garbage.
No, we like it because it was funny. It had nothing to do with medical.
Mess, man. I was like, oh, just how embarrassing. And it's a little girl, like the girl, and this poor girl had to do my hernia test too. 5'1", maybe 100 pounds, right? 110 pounds soaking wet with a brick in her back pocket. And I'm 6'4" and about 270 pounds standing there while she's fondling my nuts, telling me to cough. You know what I mean? I'm sure she's done it 1,000 times, but she's probably mid-20s max. And it felt so bad for her.
At least 1,000. Yeah. At least 1,000. You were judged.
Oh yeah, it was disgusting because like the menthol, because well, that NyQuil is kind of got menthol liptus in it or something, I guess, right?
I guess, yeah.
Or something. It's got a smell to it that it ain't. It's got a smell to it.
Yeah.
It's got a smell to it. I drank it.
Well, that's better than the smell of actual shit. So that's not a bad thing.
It was a combination, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's an accelerant.
It was a
You know what I'm saying? It's a smell accelerant. You know what I mean?
it was a fine blend.
Yeah.
Menthol liptus is like smell to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Like when somebody uses Bengay, is that something like that, menthol or something? That Bengay, you can smell it a mile away, right? When somebody uses Bengay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Canthol.
It's a similar.
Canthol and menthol and
something like that. But it's the room was like, good thing I didn't light a match or nothing in there. It probably would have blew the building up. I had to get out of there. That's how bad it was. No, I'm 6'4". They just measured me 3 days ago. So
Wow.
So they just measured me 3 days ago.
You're
270 pounds.
I'm
So
4'6".
you haven't gotten to that point where you started losing height at all, I guess, yet. Because I believe I have. I was 6'2".
Oh, really?
I think at best I'm 6'1.5" now. Somewhere now. I lost a little, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I think part of it. I'm surprised I don't do all the weight I carry and everything all day. Carrying a ladder. I carry a 24-foot ladder around all day.
Your spine starts to compress a little as you get older,
Mm-hmm.
But I really had to stretch. I said, no, I'm 6'2". And I really straightened it out. The girl gave me the 6'2". So I stay over 6 feet tall. I'm big.
Oh, no.
I'm big.
No, yeah. Mudball, it wasn't difficult for her to lift. Are you kidding me? I was in full retreat at that point. Between the bathroom embarrassment and just the whole ordeal. Are you kidding me? Homeboy was hiding every his best of his abilities. Yeah, he was. I couldn't have been any smaller if I would have jumped into a frozen lake. You know what I mean? Old boy was in full retreat.
Yeah.
I did say that.
It was cold water. As George
it
said.
Was cold. That's what it is. Yeah, it was just cold. Yeah,
cold water.
Normally, it's much different. Yeah.
Yes, Don, it's a wonderful idea. That'll be the topic of the channel, of the stream. Has anybody expelled from both orifices at once? And bonus points for peeing at the same time. Yeah, you can get a bonus.
Yeah, or coming like a wildcat at the same time.
Yeah.
That'd be an extra bonus.
Farting right when you right at the end. Yeah, that'd be gross. That'd be awesome. It'd be a great movie. Yeah.
Now you can tell the one. What was the first time everybody met? Oh, never mind. So, how about them drones?
How about them?
About them drones?
Yeah, that looks pretty
them drones.
We talked about drones quite a bit. We just got off on this ridiculous tangent.
Yeah.
Well, you guys would start talking about catheters. Like, okay, finally, I can like input something. these gross, Oh yeah. It's like,
yes, it is.
I'm sorry that we bring up catheters. He's the one that brought up catheters, by the way. That one.
Yeah, it was art.
It was him, but once it starts, it's because it's just happened.
Yeah.
It's a bit top of mind,
Well,
however, I'm easily swayed into the topic I know I shouldn't be talking about. Seriously. Who wants to hear that shit? Maybe see it. Maybe see it so they can have a good laugh. I'm sorry about that.
No, Cool Cat has done both sides, he said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've done both sides because of the first one, though, that it smelled so bad, I turned around and had to throw up. It was so gross, and I ended up throwing up.
I've looked at spew from both sides now, from out my pants. And in
so it wasn't simultaneous, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of
out your pants. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mess up your flow, Dr. Dre?
Really don't know how. Remember that song? I looked at clouds. I looked at love from both sides now. Both sides, I think it's. Is it called that? Do you know that song? You don't know that song?
By who?
Oh, it's by
I might.
Sorry, I looked at love.
By who?
Was that Anne Murray? I don't know. Let's take a look.
Oh, that might be why I don't know it.
Sounds about right.
It was a big hit.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I'm sure Donald
Way
put it
back
in the
when.
chat before I even finished typing.
Anne Murray. She wasn't the one that did Close to You, did she?
No, that was Karen Carpenter.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's Karen Carpenter. Okay, Anne Murray, and she's not the one that did Brown Eyes Blue, right? That's the other. That's the chick with the long brown hair.
Linda Ronstadt.
Okay.
We've only just begun.
Well,
okay, is that her? I've heard of that song.
No, that's Karen Carpenter.
Oh, that's Karen Carpenter. Oh,
Joni Mitchell did this song. Is that what I said?
Oh,
no, it wasn't Anne Murray. It was Joni.
You said Anne Murray, yeah.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell.
Not close enough.
Yeah,
that's close enough for me.
I'm forgetting this stuff. Getting old. 1969. I was 8 years old, so you have to give me a little break.
You can have all the breaks, man.
Look at love from both sides now. From in and you don't know that song? One?
I may have heard it. Who knows?
It's life's illusions I recall. I got a sore throat.
No, I
really don't know clouds at all.
That was Peter, Paul, and Mary, wasn't it?
No, I just told you, damn it.
No, that was
I just
Chad Michael Trio.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it was Joni Mitchell.
Your brown eyes blue. Joni Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it just to make sure this is the right.
Yeah, I know, right? I just hope I get a chance to completely empty my bowels before I die.
You guys can't hear that, can you?
No.
So I don't get found like that.
No, Joni Mitchell. This is the famous version. Absolutely.
Oh. Them damn drones.
You don't believe it.
There's supposed to be a drone show here today, but like I said, I've been sick all week, so I didn't feel like going. But you know, after that drone, where was that drone show where they all crashed? Was that in Florida?
Nope.
A bunch of them crashed and people got hurt.
Try again, Bill.
It's still there.
It is.
It's still waiting. You could do it. Okay. You could do it from the guests, on the right hand side.
There we go.
There you go. Joni Mitchell, both sides now.
Yep.
And here, see both sides now. 1969. And Art, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I'm gonna play, so I don't get copyright strike.
Yeah, that's 48 cents you're throwing away, buddy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, man, I'll buy you a Bubblicious or a Big Joe.
You're so vain.
Joni Mitchell did Beautiful Vain. I've heard of that song.
No. That's
Carly Simon.
It's Carly
Simon. I get them all mixed up. They're all the same to me.
What about the one I can bring home the bacon fried up in a pan? Because I'm a woman. WOMAN. What was that? Was that Caitlyn Jenner? No.
Yeah, had to go there.
Was that Helen Reddy?
Yep.
Probably Helen Reddy. Maybe. No, she did You're So Vain, didn't she? Or no?
Oh, that's Carly Simon.
That was
Carly Simon. Oh, we already did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Actually, that started with Peggy Lee. It's old.
Peggy Lee. Oh, okay.
I'm a woman. Yeah.
Well,
there you have it. What about the girl that did the Boots Were Made for Walking thing? That was a different
Nancy
thing.
Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra. Okay.
Yeah.
There's just too many of them is what it boils down to.
Yeah.
They all kind of blend together.
I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. Cold desire.
There you go. That's really taking them back, Art. Like 10 years or so.
That's more like 50 years plus.
50?
That's about mid-60s.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than 50, homie.
Oh, I'm thinking of the remake.
It'll be 1975.
Yeah, Bananarama did it in the 80s.
Yeah, thank you. Bananarama did it. I think I forgot all the other girls after Katy Perry came out.
We're
Man,
living long enough.
growl, growl,
We're living long enough that Bananarama is becoming classic rock music.
Yeah, no.
I know, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny?
Our age,
Nearly 40 years ago.
It's a classic from way back, Bananarama.
Somebody was playing Rage Against the Machine the other day as classic rock, and I'm like, God damn it. I remember, God damn it. Damn it.
Well, it just keeps turning on, just keeps turning. Or just the fact that half my youthful employees at work aren't quite sure who Billy Joel is.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Before their time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't watch The
song will
Boys.
come on. Oh, I know that song. Who's that? Sometimes I don't even know that. So,
Right.
yeah.
The Boys brought Billy Joel back. That show on Prime about superheroes. It's all super brutal. One of the main characters, he's a big Billy Joel fan. So every episode, the first season anyway, I haven't really watched it too much anymore. But first season, they had a different Billy Joel song. Was played throughout the whole episode.
I don't know. He had how many platinums before he even went away?
Yeah.
Come back, you know? It just you've never heard it. Come on, the Piano Man. That's just crazy. You know, it's not crazy. I understand.
Not crazy.
But people. Dad brings up music from people from before I was born. A Big Bopper and all the great. And I've heard of them.
Yeah.
You know, why does it? And I didn't have the ease of this to listen.
Yeah, but you didn't have the ability to avoid it. There's so many easy ways to avoid it. Like when I was a kid, there were so few channels. I've seen every musical ever from the 40s. You know what I mean? Yankee Doodle Dandy and the West Side Story and every musical that's ever been put out. I've seen them. You know why? Because that's the only thing that was on TV. Right. I've seen The Wizard of Oz 100 times probably.
Right. We had
or at least 20
7
times.
or 8 channels to watch or whatever it was.
Yeah,
it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot of channels to watch, so you couldn't just avoid a lot of this old stuff because that's all that was playing.
Yeah, I know. It just bothers me because you know what? The old stuff's good. You know, like not knowing who Abbott and Costello is. Abbott and Costello are funny motherfuckers. And you watch their movies, they're still entertaining. They're goofy and dumb as hell, but they're entertaining and funny. You know, I can still watch.
Three Stooges.
Yeah, but people know that for some reason. The ones that are mean to each other and smack the shit out of each other. That's the one.
Little Rascals. Yeah.
Although Bud did smack Lou around quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, pretty mean to Lou.
Oh yeah.
No,
Little Rascals.
That's all you could watch. I got up in the morning at 7 a.m. That was it. You know, I'm watching reruns of Little Rascals. You know, and we're talking. And they were 20-some years old when I was a kid.
I tell you, I enjoyed the world.
You know what I mean?
What happened with the Andrews sisters? You know, and that's what's funny. I was exposed to them because of Lou Costello and Bud Abbott movie. You know, Abbott Costello movies. But you know, they were, and they may still be, the biggest selling female recording artists of all time. Yeah. The Andrews sisters. Yeah. No shit.
You think so?
They were that huge. No, it wasn't something
over the Spice Girls. Get out of here!
It's not something I ever thought. It's something I read. So, you know,
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy at Company B.
No
way they beat out the Spice Girls. God, tell me what you want. What you really want. Yeah, that's a freaking classic rock now. That's a classic.
Yeah, I was listening to Cyndi Lauper the other day, and I just for the fun of it said, Alexa, what genre is this? And she said oldies. And I said, fuck you, Alexa.
I'm going back to bed. I'm going back to bed. I'm going back to bed. Old.
Andrew Sisters have dropped to 4th place.
No.
Behind
Spice Girls, #1.
Bitch. Bitch.
Claimed sales, 100 million in sales. Yeah, but you see, are they adjusting for inflation?
Tell me what you want, what you really want. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, find out they're adjusting for inflation.
No, they're not. So let me tell you what, the Andrews sisters is 75 million in the 40s.
Yeah. Adjust for inflation.
That's adjusted for inflation.
I'm looking at the little marker here, 6. Where does it say it's adjusted for inflation?
Oh, I'm not saying it was.
They almost always do. Otherwise, you can't do a comparison because it wouldn't make any sense.
Total sales of more than 20 million, and there's nothing on. I'm looking.
You sure there's not a footnote?
They don't adjust for inflation a lot, or else Gone with the Wind would be the top of the list constantly for movies.
You think so?
Guarantee so.
Number of tickets sold is what, like they do number of albums instead of money. Do number of albums sold, and that might be
tickets
more.
sold and albums sold still doesn't represent. I mean, it would still represent more money, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is because if an album costs $20 a piece,
our population is 2.5 times more than it was in the 40s. So for them to, that's pretty damn impressive, I would think.
That's fair enough. I would absolutely acknowledge that.
1956 to 67, they made a comeback, but they didn't do much. Yeah, that's amazing.
Spice Girls is still number 1.
Spice Girls was 1. Supremes are in 2nd.
Yeah,
because they're still
Baby Spice for the win.
Yeah, they're still making money. Little Mix from England.
Destiny's Child was big.
Then the Andrews Sisters. But next to the 75 million, there is a little 6 that has a pop-up, and it just lists all the sources.
Oh, okay. It's all good. I don't know. You would think they would adjust for something because you're exactly right. What about population? What about if an album costs $20 a pop? The Andrews Sisters album was 25 cents or whatever it was.
I guess
or $1 or whatever.
Yeah, but I guess they mean they're saying sales. Groups with claimed total record sales of more than 20 million. These are record sales.
And that's dollars, huh? That's weird.
No, it's not dollars.
Okay. Spice Girls
it's number of records.
85 million records.
Got you.
Well, they got them in here at 100 million records. In this, I'm in Wikipedia under list of best-selling girls.
I was looking up. I just used AI, so it's probably wrong.
Right. So that's even. Right. So that's fair. Then that's fairer. Even though there's more population now, and I get that, but it's fairer because you go by money. It doesn't make any sense. Just because the costs are so different.
Andrew's sister, 75 million in sales. I think what I read was probably an article about if adjusted for inflation, what they made, they would probably be number 1. I'd imagine. $75 million in sales back when the country had 140,000 people, million people living in it. It's pretty impressive. Because during World War II, that's all we had. We had like 130. People thought Japan was a small country. They had like close to 90 million people. They weren't that much. They were smaller than us, but they weren't that much smaller. Of course, they were a little cramped where they lived. Still are.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The population in Japan is at 90 million right now. Is it?
Population in Japan. Let's see.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe it was 75, but I know it was high. Hold on, I could have misquoted.
No, you might be right.
No, I do that sometimes. I read stuff and then sometimes it changes, and your mind believes it's true.
That sounds like a lot for Japan. That's all.
They have 124.5 million.
Wow.
Well, it's about
during World War II.
Woo!
All right. At the start of the war, the population of Japan was approximately 72 million people.
Okay. That sounds like a lot for Japan, but okay. It's all good,
And by the end of the war, it was 71 million.
Okay. They lost 1 million?
They lost.
That's not that bad, really.
No, they lost that. What about all the births that would have happened in the 5 years that they were in the war?
That's true.
It's a lot more than 1 million.
Yeah,
that's true. They had a net population loss of 1 million. So
the boys weren't home copulating either, which probably slowed it down.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
And they're losing population as right now because their replacement ratio has dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting married.
That's where I got during World War II, the population in the United States, I got this right, was approximately 132 million people.
Oh, sweet.
So, and they had 72 million. They were tough nut to crack. I do a lot. I like the World War II.
No, we ganged up on them, so.
History stuff. Huh?
Poor shit.
That's the way we are.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's exactly how it happened. They just minded their own business.
Yeah. All that crap in the Philippines. That was all,
taking over Manchuria and Southeast Asia, the Philippines.
The Philippines, all the shit they did.
They
to those
were-
people. That was phony press. That was
Yeah,
that was
Fake news.
when they went into China, they were just on a shopping trip. They weren't.
Yeah, man. You
was
know what? They were
exaggerating.
looking for some
The rape of
lo-mein
Nanking
noodles.
was very
Well,
exaggerated.
you know what happened? Somebody got angry over a sale, went in, demanded to speak to the manager, and it just went on from there. You know. It
Yeah,
just went on
exactly.
From there. No, I want to see your manager, and they kill that guy. And I want to see your manager, and it just spread. You know, I mean, it just these kind of
The
things.
next thing you know, war.
Mhm.
Nah, it's just interesting history, and you look back on it, and you're like, I get it that they did some things that were from our perspective, especially that weren't good. You know,
from most civilizations.
well,
perspective.
and so have we, and so have we, though.
Yeah, but
you talk about the Trail of Tears. You talk about
yeah.
slavery. You want to talk about anything you want to
yeah,
talk about.
I would say, yeah, those things are bad. But look up the Japanese history of what they did, and it's far more atrocious on an individual person.
I don't know, man. We massacred the indigenous population here in this country, bro.
Not really.
We gave them smallpox infused blankets and shit. How many indigenous people died of smallpox?
But
yes, we did. That's a proven fact.
Lon, we did not do that on purpose. You're saying you're treating it like we did it on purpose. We didn't even understand the biological component at the time. This was before germ theory. It was before germ theory.
In the 1800s, there was no germ theory.
It was before germ theory.
That's not.
Yep.
It's true. It was before germ theory. You're wrong. Just trust me on this one. Or look it up. You don't have to trust me. Look it up yourself.
Yeah, I'll look it up because I was always under the impression
they want you to be under that impression. It's fun to make that impression, but it's not true.
Regardless, we massacred them.
It's also, hey, we came in and just started killing willy-nilly. No, we came in and we allied ourselves with different tribes. It wasn't like the indigenous people were all one nation. There are multiple nations, and they were killing each other. They were eating each other.
Yeah,
So we came in, and the tribes that were being attacked and killed, we allied ourselves with.
Right.
So.
Or we aligned ourselves with the more powerful tribes that were killing the tribes.
Very rarely.
We wanted their their property.
Actually, very rarely.
We're not the white knights here. I am not going to sit here
no, but we're not the white devil. I'm not saying we're white knights. I'm saying take a realistic view of history, which is that we weren't white devils either.
The idea when you come into someone else's country from outside,
we didn't come into anybody else's country.
like
what
some
country?
people
What
did.
was the country?
All different countries.
No, all those tribes were roaming nomadic tribes. Most of them, they lived in one area until they used it up, and then they moved over to another area.
Or someone else came in and fought each other.
There was no country
I agree.
here.
There was no organization.
Farmland and
there was very little organization, and the places that there was organization,
there was no nation. No,
but the places that did have organization, we sidestepped and would move to other places. Now, that's not to say that we did not go back on treaties. We did not. That we did bad things, but early on, okay, you can smirk all you want. You just don't understand history.
The number of
that's okay. You're smirking out of ignorance.
It's not just us. Now, hold on.
Pilgrims and the original settlers didn't come here with the idea that someday we're going to screw them
certainly
over.
Not.
Yeah,
certainly not. Certainly not.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about Americans either. I'm saying over the entire.
Well, there weren't any Americans.
The way the Spanish did them. I know. Yeah, I'm not talking about just the United States. I'm saying this whole scenario with Mexico and the way the Incans and the Mayans were done, the way that You know,
Oh yeah, those poor.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm not saying the good,
the poor
bad, and-
Incans
Well, I'm just saying
that would
and I think-
behead and sacrifice 1,000 people a day.
Welcome to ArtCo Drones.
No more than was
right.
no more than
And
was necessary.
world politics. And Cool Kid's right. You never want to overlay today's values on historical events, and I agree with that.
Right.
I agree with that 100%.
And you do want to look at the fact of things instead of just what you've been told. Just like the germ theory thing, saying, "Oh, we gave them pox-ridden blankets
Well,
to
if
kill
you
them."
say there was an
That's
accident,
ridiculous.
I'll go along with that. But
Well, it wasn't really an
don't-
accident. It was not even thought of. A lot of white people died of that same disease.
Because I do know, I don't know this, but I'm going to research it. It's not. I don't believe
it was
No, hold on.
devastating
Let me
to the
finish.
Native Americans.
I
because
don't believe that sickness was that it wasn't a tactic to spread sickness. I'm still not convinced that during the bubonic plague, during different plagues and whatnot, and etc. I'm finding it hard to believe that people didn't understand that you could, because it feels like I've heard stories of them chucking dead bodies into cities that are under siege and stuff like that, where they put them on catapults and chuck them into cities that spread sickness.
Sure,
I've read stories
those
like
are dead.
that.
Those were dead, sick bodies where they thought the disease was on the body. They did not think that they didn't not understand that the germs could stick to things like blankets.
If you say so, I'm not going to argue it, but I've read stories.
But
where
you are.
I've read stories where there's bodies that were infected, bodies were chucked in the cities to spread the sickness.
Sure, and thrown into
weaken
wells
the city.
during the
the poison wells, and they etc. So so, and that was way back. It feels like the Romans did shit like that or something.
Well, it happened during the Crusades,
which is probably slightly before we invaded the North America.
Slightly.
I'm kidding.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm still not sure about germ theory, but I'm gonna rely on your greater knowledge, because it feels like germ theory's been out. When was germ theory first? When were germs first proposed? The idea of germs. It feels like in old Greece or somewhere like
the last 100 years, maybe.
Yeah,
I would say probably two.
Maybe.
Closer to two, probably.
Basic forms of germ theory were proposed in 1546, but it was not proven until the early 19th century, before we started getting smallpox and.
Yeah, Edward Jenner. Cowpox.
Hispanic, it was a student exchange scheme.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects it. Da, da, da.
See?
No, and I agree with that too. I'm just fucking with Don.
Yes,
I
the
don't think anybody.
miasma theory was predates the germ theory, and it was similar. Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to pretend I'm well studied in it, but I know I've read a lot of stories where in war they have purposely spread disease as a tactic, and it is not new, and it's well before this continent was, all the shit happened with the American Indians here. So
I was just
I'm not sure that
I was just curious because of this conversation, and you could laugh at it. What I'm about to tell you, I really don't care.
I don't say what
I'm about to tell you is, the Indians weren't here first. They've found bones of prehistoric man here. What happened to them when the Indians got here 14 or 16?
They murdered them all, I'm sure.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Because apparently they found human activity in Southern California that was 130,000 years old. The scientists believe these humans were between Neanderthals and archaic.
Oh, Democrats.
And archaic Homo sapiens. So anyway,
And
No, I agree with that. I'm mostly just a conversation. I don't really care.
The smallpox,
You know?
the smallpox blankets, blankets would not have been the transmission vector anyway. It would have been people-to-people contact, which caused any sicknesses, and there were sicknesses that did decimate the native population because they didn't have any of those defenses built up in their systems. So,
well,
but
after
saying that
centuries of dying while you were, shaking a spring and banging things on your head, eventually they noticed certain things, like people would get sick if they used the same bedding that someone died in. So they figured that out, along the way. That doesn't mean they exactly understood why, or germ theory or anything.
Fair.
They just knew that it's possessed or whatever they thought.
Asthma theory.
You got to get rid of the bedclothes. So they know that bedclothes and anything that was in contact with certain sick people can get other people sick. So yeah, they did do that. I know. I've seen it in movies. Must be true. I've seen it in movies.
You want to get
It's hard to say.
You want to get off this and back to music? I'm gonna go see this guy tomorrow night. I won't be on your show tomorrow night, Bill.
Oh, okay.
That's if I have one. We'll see.
I'm gonna go see a John Denver tribute.
Well, I was gonna say, you're not seeing that guy unless you're committing suicide.
No, that is the guy. That's not John Denver.
Crikey,
He's a pinky John Denver.
He looks like him.
When you look like John Denver, then that's probably a good idea to become a tribute band.
Oh,
Was it-
it's
was it-
Oliver from the Brady Bunch.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was just going to ask that question. Was that Oliver?
Oliver's actually older than that, isn't he?
Huh?
Because that show wasn't that show a 60s show?
Who played Oliver?
It's late 50s, at least.
What, the
At
Brady
least,
Bunch?
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
the guy
the
that,
50s you tard?
what
What are you
is
talking
it?
about?
Robin
I said
Rick-
60s. I said
Not
60s.
you.
or
I'm talking to
70s,
Art.
right?
He said something about 50s. Get out of here.
Oh no, Brady Bunch
No,
was
it's
60s or
70s.
70s, right?
You know,
60s,
There.
70s.
There's Oliver from Brady Bunch now.
Yep.
Ew.
Not as bad as I would think. I have to
Ew,
say.
he's not cute like he was when he was a kid. I never thought he was cute.
I'm not sure he was. He was ugly cute like the
Right,
Olsen
he's
twins.
64. I totally think.
He was Olsen twins cute. You know, ugly cute.
But you know what? Put a little long hair on him and a cowboy hat. He could do John Denver.
He probably could.
Think so? Maybe, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, my in-laws said they had a couple tickets that me and my wife could go with them.
No one wanted, so you want them?
No, they were going. They had tickets for somebody else, and they backed out. And they said, "Hey, we got a couple extra tickets if you guys want to go with us." And my wife and I thought, that might be a fun date night.
Sure.
Cool.
I would go.
Out with your in-laws. Sounds like a
yeah.
fucking
Everybody
blast.
liked John Denver back in the day. Even people that
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
like
my in-laws are a lot of fun. Sometimes they're too much fun.
people, you would allege you didn't like stuff because
is it like that, huh? All right, Don.
No, not that kind of fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Too
Sorry, buddy.
much fun. Like, my brother-in-law driving him back from Tulsa after going up to see Theo Vaughn, driving back, and he kept on turning up the music. I'd turn it down. He's reaching the back in the cooler, and he's just chugging beer all the way back home. And he'd been drinking all day too. That kind of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, the kind that he should be walking home fun, because that's the kind of shit that happens when you pull that shit with me. Well, that shit was me. You're walking, bud.
he sounds like a country roads kind of guy.
No, he said he needed to pee, and I pulled over to a gas station, and he came back out with a 20-pack.
That's so fun. Now that guy looked like John Denver. Now you're going to see Sonny Bono next, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I would break my back to see a good Sonny Bono.
He loves trees.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just what kind of thing again? Why is that? Why do you believe that would be funny?
Skiing and trees don't mix.
Who?
Just saying.
That's how.
Did Sonny Bono die on a tree?
Yeah, he broke his back
skiing.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed for a while, right?
No.
It was just an instant death.
Yep.
Oh, so the last thing,
He hit a tree?
yeah. So his final trees were a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
I think
he was a
said,
pretty advanced skier. And
I mean,
Skiing past his
Bill-
own age, I guess. That's what happens.
Bill,
Yeah.
being an invalid is funny. You want to see my impersonation of Christopher Reeve running?
No. Blowing into the tube on a.
Oh man, Christopher Reeve.
Hey, and
You
you
know,
know
that
what?
impersonation could be used
It's
for a
really
lot of
gone
different
downhill
things.
now.
Show that to us.
He had a catheter too.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
Yeah, back to catheters. All right.
Yay, we're back in the
Full
catheters.
circle. It's a little early though.
Mm-hmm.
You could have closed with that.
that was just
Mhm.
wow.
Mm.
I want that video.
Oh,
You're going-
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
You could
Blowing
put
on
any-
that big black tube.
Any audio to that.
Giggity.
And you know what it would be? You know what it would be, Don?
That's icing on the face.
That'd be the icing on the face. Yes.
Yeah.
I say on the face. You know, it's
All right. So what else do you have to say about this new drone?
yeah, all right.
Oh, is there a new drone?
Yeah, the V-Copter.
Yeah, the V-Copter Mini.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Supposed to come out in when? April? Is that when it's-
No anymore.
yeah.
I heard in a couple weeks.
No,
Right. Aren't you on their website?
no, not
You're on their
anymore.
website.
It
Okay,
didn't
hold
say
on. I'll look
was-
it up for you, Home Skillet.
Okay.
I thought it was the middle of March. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was middle of March too. Robotics.
Mm-hmm.
Bot X.
00 robotic.
Copter
V-Copter.
Mini.
Falcon Mini. Because it's
Mini
Falcon
robot vacuum. Oh, do you think you got to throw Falcon in there?
Yep.
No, you might be right.
Hey, Falcon A.
Hover Air. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Okay.
There.
And we're moving along. Under
Yeah.
250, Canaro Yellow and Matte Black.
Yep.
Matte
Matte Black.
Black. Uh-huh. Matte Black.
It sounds like a
Hey, Lloyd.
secret agent.
It's pretty cool looking, you Yasmins and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Matte Black.
Does it be
Matt Black, super spy.
Yeah.
No.
Matt Helm. I was gonna say
Matt
that.
Helm.
I
Yep.
was like, "There's a Matt." What was it? Who is the Matt? Matt Helm.
Matt Helm.
Oh, it's got clear props. The props are clear.
Oh.
Ooh, sign me up.
I can fly upside down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're clear anyway. It won't hold still long enough for me to be certain. Unfortunately, they look clear though.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, it's a little
when they're
video
spinning,
where they're flipping around and
when they're spinning, pretty much most of them look clear. But
okay, 214, me. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're not telling you diddly squat.
Yep. Diddly squat.
Where's Eddie when you need him?
Yeah.
He'll probably get one early, I would assume, since he was on the list for the Hover Air. Although they didn't get very much value for that. When is the
Well, I remember going to Spin Up, and Lon's favorite dude, Ken, had one of those V-Copters, and he was all pissed off he couldn't get it to fly because what happened was he didn't get the firmware update for his controller, and that's why he had such a hard time trying to get it to fly because he brought it all the way out there. Hey, look at what I got! Jesus Christ!
you know, Art, you sound like you don't like the guy when you tell the story like that. Just saying.
Okay, now I don't see it anymore. I could have swore that people were talking like the 13th or 15th or something like that. I don't feel like reading the whole article. I'll be honest with you. I'm not Art. I'm not trying to read this whole article.
Let AI do it. Just type in when is the ridiculous two propped Falcon.
There you go.
You know, whatever its name is, Falcon release date.
Oh, wow.
Some
you know what
AI
kind of person?
I'm sorry, what?
You know what kind of person you are when you get ads. You know, I got ads of two girls making out, some girl in a see-through lingerie, some other girl in a tiny little outfit with a big butt, and then shoes.
You know this is based on your search history, so you understand.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They know what you know what kind of person you are.
There you go.
I've got an ad here that says that I could have an erection within 15 minutes. So I might have to leave the show early.
I've been watching a lot of TV because I'm a little homebound and bored because I sleep a lot. So I wake up and it just seems like I'm seeing more than my normal share of erection medication.
I've seen a few of those.
All of a sudden, they're but then
the chewable things.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking about whether I'm going to even ever have one again. This guy's in my face about it,
I'm sure. I'm sure you can have one if you make the right kind of friends. It won't be yours, but you can have as many erections as you want.
Wow, these are your friends, Bill.
And then you'll come like wildcats.
You got it in my mouth. Second try. Yes, he did.
Wildcats.
He got it in my
That's
mouth.
my reference. Robert Schimmel. Yeah.
I'll just put you in the blue dress and we'll get to town.
I mean, you don't have to choke on it or anything, but you're going to have to suck it.
You don't have to choke on it.
But you're going to have to suck it.
Or anything.
The V-Copter's not bad. The original V-Copter just had a crap-tastic camera. That's all. They came in the Mavic Pro level camera on the damn thing. That's all. And everybody else was flying around the Air 2S, and the Air 2S costs the same as the V-Copter. So people are like,
Yeah,
right. I remember watching them fly it when I was in Austin, and it did rock a lot. When they go to stop, they go to go, and they really swing, and the camera did a good job, but you got to think that much instability has got to affect aerodynamic, the flight, and it's got to affect
Richard,
battery time, and it might affect how it does in the wind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So because it's constantly it's giving it a different angle to hit it at, and which would be probably hard for the thing to overcome. I'd be concerned about flying them in a decent wind.
Well, Jim says it flies well. I don't know. We have to ask him.
Well, the original
Osprey flies pretty well.
It's a pretty heavy drone, I guess. The full size one.
It's got big motors too. If I'm not mistaken, Jim can correct me, but I didn't look at it closely. But it's got two big motors instead of four small ones. It's basically because you still need the same level of thrust to lift the same amount of weight and get it going the same speed. You still need the same level of force. Period. So if you get it from 2 motors, 1 motor, 5 motors, or 20 motors, it doesn't matter. You still got to have the same level of thrust and force. So, 9-inch props.
9 inches. That's pretty.
That'll get you some thrust on that 9 inches.
Yeah, baby. Thrust me.
What a thrust.
So,
I was standing there
what
when
a
Ken flew that
thrust.
thing into the building where all the people were during that meetup. Ken Herron did that.
Oh, don't get me started. I could have got
I
up
was
and
standing
punched him
right
right
by
in his
that
mouth,
entrance.
dude.
It literally flew right in front of me. I was standing right there.
Yeah.
Talking to Adrian Estacio. I mean, it looked pretty cool. It's pretty seemed big. I don't know. Probably got big.
Giggity.
Yeah.
But no, this is one of my reasons. People are, okay, you're so awesome. Dude, I'm just telling you, there's like 5 incidents that I can pull up immediately of why a certain person isn't all that awesome. That's all. And that's one of them. Flying that V-Copter in the building. Dude, I could have
Crowded building.
I could have got up and just punched him right in his mouth, dude. I'm like, But anyway, I still wonder about the the Mini. If like I said, the price is right.
Come on down.
I got out yesterday and flew my Air 3S.
Oh, great.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
finally.
nice.
I haven't put it up very often, but yeah, it is still a lot of fun. I need it now that spring's coming along. I'll be flying it a little bit more, I think. But yeah, I had a stressful day, and so I decided to go out and just fly after work to kind of. It didn't calm me down any. When I was flying, I wasn't thinking about work though. I was thinking about that.
It's funny. It appears your Air 3S is appreciating in value.
Really?
It looks like due to lack of supply, they're out of stock of anything.
So I should sell it.
Any combination, they don't have any. So anybody, and there are, like on Amazon, there are people fulfilling orders, but I guess that's the limited stock, and they're bumping them up. Yeah.
So you think I should sell it?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying you have an appreciating asset there.
There was a minute I could have got a couple hundred extra for mine. And then somebody was offering like $2,000 for it, and I paid 17 something with the care refresh, and somebody was offering me $2,000. You know.
Yeah, I found out that I can maintain eye contact and get right above Jeff Udock, Four State Aerial's house.
Ooh.
So
okay.
now I need something that
nice.
I need one of those little tethers that I can trigger a release.
Yeah, they sell them.
Yeah.
Just get the one for the Air 3. I think it works the same for the Air 3S.
I'll remote egg his house.
Yeah.
Drop stuff. Drop like stink bombs down his chimney. Does he have a fireplace?
No, probably be better just wait till he's out putting together his Halloween decorations next year and fly over and drop stuff.
They're in Missouri. You know, he'd at least have a hot water heater, like a stack coming out through that roof at the top of that building.
Right.
You know, for hot water, for whatever, you know.
Probably capped, though.
Probably not hot.
Capped.
Probably not a stack coming up for hot water. In this neighborhood, we're all electric.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
You would have a sewer vent, and he might have a fireplace.
If he has a fireplace, oof. You know, I've often wondered why that doesn't get done more.
Fireplaces usually have caps on them.
Yeah.
Keep rain off them. Keep rain off them.
Around here.
Around here.
Well, if you installed it, if it's new, yes. Because I used to install gas fireplaces and they had caps.
I was listening
but I'm not sure you can cap a wood fireplace.
I was listening to August and
sure
everything after the other day and just thought, man, that was just a perfect album of the 90s. And I started listening to some live stuff of Counting Crows. And when they do their live stuff, they change it up so much it's not enjoyable. I know they get bored playing it the same way, so they change it up for them. But it's not about them; it's about the audience. We want to sing along, and if you change up the tempo mid-song, you can't sing along with it.
Somebody's convincing them they need to freshen it up. You know what I mean? And they shouldn't.
It's like
the original is always the best.
Yeah, people want to sing along with you when they go to a concert, especially the classics like that.
Yeah.
Here's a little outtake from a really good little song. Hold on.
I'm a fucking midget, man.
I'm a fucking midget, man. I'm a fucking midget,
actually,
doing all the fuck I can.
There's a pause there.
What? Sorry.
There's a pause
You
there.
don't know
You're forgetting the rest. Yeah. I'm a fucking midget, man. I'm a fucking midget, man. I'm a fucking midget, man. There's a rest between midget and man, and then between the midge and jit on the second round of the verse. I know that song. I've listened to that song for years.
It's a classic. It is a classic.
I believe
that was a quick outtake from it.
Yeah.
From the studio.
Wow. You learn something new every day. It's becoming a thing. Apparently, I was just reading about wood burning fireplaces. They're starting to suggest caps, but there's special. You got to be certain setup or whatever. You got to measure shit, and it's got to be done a certain way. You know what I mean? Because you got the soot and everything, and it just seems to me if it was done wrong, that could be a problem. It could be a problem. You know what I mean? It could be a problem.
You got to burn the right kind of wood, and you got to be able to access that fluid so you can clean it out every so often.
Ours stands off quite a bit, and it's not a huge one. It's just a small one to just cover the stack.
Plenty of places that still burn wood and coal in Pennsylvania, actually, in northeastern Pennsylvania. A lot of I rented places that had that shit. And I owned a place. Actually, I had a
oh, that was Richard. That was good. He hears it's a short song.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a fireplace when I was younger. We have a lot of houses around here when I was a kid, and I've been on my own since I was 16, so I'd like be jumping apartments, you know, and they were always like broken up bigger houses. You know, those are kind of apartments where they break up a bigger house into like 4 units, whatever. and they're mostly studios or whatnot. And I've had fireplaces several times, but they never were capped. I know that for a fact.
Now,
Because I did like stuff shit in them in the winter because half the time the flues didn't work right. You're supposed to be able to, I'm not an expert on chimney, so bear with me, but you're supposed to be able to close it off, right?
Right.
The chimney.
Right.
And half the time it wouldn't close right and shit
That's
that.
the flue.
And,
You close the flue. Yeah.
yeah, and then air would come in and it'd be cold as fuck. And so we're stuffing blankets up that bitch and shit like that.
Yeah, just close it.
You know,
Close it up and
Yeah.
Well, we had an Alaskan Stoker stove, so it used power. You could get a very expensive battery backup system for it, but it didn't use a lot of power. You know, it was a tiny little treadmill that moved really, really slowly as it was feeding basically a carpet of rice coal. We used to have rice coal delivered. So, you know, you would get a couple of buckets and you feed the hopper in the back and you were good till tomorrow.
kind of like a pellet smoker.
I mean, and I guess, but you would see if you did it right, you have, it was maybe 4 inches across this slide that they were shuffling. And if you do it right, you don't end up with any black in the ash. It burned. That was the thing about this. It burned every bit of it. Burned it slowly and got every bit of energy out of the coal if you had the settings right. It was kind of cool. It's kind of like a little game, you know. And that ash that I got, I throw that in my driveway, you know, because we had a stone driveway and a very large one at that, wide enough for 6 cars. You know, we were in the country. You know, at the top, and it was about 160 feet long or something like that. So the ash was helpful in the wintertime because we actually used to get snow up there. But it's kind of, I'm going on about it because I'm thinking about it, and it's kind of a fond memory. I kind of liked that rustic, resourceful, you know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, it was modernized, you know, it became an expensive, attractive looking stove with a glass door on it, you know, but still, it was cool. I like doing it. I didn't mind it. You know what I mean? Just don't forget to feed that hopper. As it got colder, you'd turn it up a little bit, and you would go through a little more coal, and it might not last you 24 hours. Probably last you 12 hours or whatever.
Well, what a spell check disaster. I bet he meant any of you fine people going to Arizona Drone Fest this month. And he went interview fine people.
No, he's asking us to interview people.
Find people. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as far as I flew my drone yesterday, and I flew it until it was just a dot, and I couldn't hardly even see the drone anymore. But from the drone, with that 3 times zoom, I still couldn't see the end of one of Bill's stories.
That was a long walk. That was a pretty long walk. It was good.
I'm an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not being an ass if it's true. You know, it's just rude.
Just rude. How rude.
Yeah.
How rude.
How rude.
No, Richard, no, I'm not going to. I don't have a drone. Well, I do have a Darwin drone. Yeah,
I'll bring that along.
I didn't know anything about a drone fest in Arizona.
Yeah, they didn't do a very good job of promoting it, apparently. No offense. I've never heard anything about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I kind of interpreted it pretty good, Richard.
No, we understood what you meant, Richard. We're just busting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were just busting your balls, brother.
Any of us find people? Now he's being sarcastic, fucker.
Yeah.
That was sarcasm.
Rumba.
Anyway, no, we don't know anybody really. Where is it?
Well, you know, what's his nuts from Pilot Institute?
This is a AZ Drone Fest Film Festival and UAS Expo. So they're going to have a film festival as well.
Oh.
It looks like.
Where are they having it?
It is promoted.
Nudies?
Where is it? Where are they having it?
Grand Canyon University.
What city is that?
I don't know. It's Grand Canyon University.
Well, the only reason I'm asking is because I have a vague idea of where Pilot Institute is. They're in Arizona.
Oh.
And it feels like they're Prescott or Preston. It starts with a P.
Prescott. Prescott. Well, I know Prescott, Arizona. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Prescott's where they are. I'm not 1,000,000%. Don't get me wrong,
Million,
but I'm almost certain that's where they are.
All
Because
films must be
Ken
5
came to
minutes
visit
in
me
length.
after he went there, and he was in Prescott, and he flew from there directly here, if I remember correctly. So
okay.
So that was, I'm pretty sure it's Prescott.
Okay.
Huh. So I was just wondering if they had anything to do with it, considering they're in Arizona. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They only advertise it on Facebook. I never heard about it. So
why, thank you, Richard.
Who did you say it was?
I think it's usdronefest.com/Arizona is where I'm seeing it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's on, looks like every year. They've got winners from like 2022 and maybe
We should
some
bum
on
rush
every
the
few
joint.
years.
We should just all go. Quick, somebody win the lottery and buy everybody tickets.
Yeah, there
and
you
we'll
go.
all just go down there all in mass.
Should buy me the will to actually want to do it.
Yeah, well, how'd you like to get on a plane right now, Bill? Wouldn't that be a treat?
No, it would not.
You know, I ponied up for the expensive tickets, for the expensive seats anyway, where I'm coming to Florida. So because I'm not. Yeah, dude, I wasn't gonna. Because quite frankly, yeah, I was just like, you know what? Screw it.
Pretty good drone working here.
Oh, Mesa?
FPV.
Okay, fair.
Type stuff. And
Mesa, I believe. Yes, it's in Prescott. So what's in Prescott? The Pilot Institute or this festival? Probably the festival. If it is, then I almost guarantee you that Pilot Institute's involved. Why wouldn't they be if it's in the same city they are? I mean, they get involved in everybody else's stupid drone thing. Even the one in Florida, that little.
We have offices in Prescott, and the way the people that live there pronounce it is Prescott.
Yeah.
Not
Prescott.
Not Prescott, not Prescott.
Prescott.
They
Prescott.
They call it Prescott.
I've always heard Prescott, but I'm not, okay. Potato.
When I go to the barbecue place, I always get the Prescott barbecue Prescott.
Do you? No.
Brisket.
Oh.
Barbecue
brisket.
Brisket.
Oh, you fooled us again,
brisket.
Art, you dog. God, you're so tricksy. You're so tricksy.
Man.
You tricksy.
With zingers like that, why'd you ever stop stand up?
Yeah, I know.
You tricksy hobbit. Yeah. He's tricking us. You say, yes, my precious, the tricksy hobbits. Good one.
Did you see Nancy Pelosi at that speech the other night? I'll get you in, you precious little doge.
No, your hobbits are afraid. No, they hate you.
Pretty.
They're tricksy. Tricksy hobbits.
You got a minute.
Good job, God.
I mean, I'm sure you guys are way past this, but if you look at Pilot Institute's contact us page, it has a map of their approximate area, and it says Prescott, Arizona.
Woo!
So there you go.
It says what?
Prescott. It says it right on their.
It says how to pronounce it.
No.
So it says Prescott.
It does. Right.
All right.
Like Triscuit. Or biscuit. Yeah. Prescott.
He's so used that Apple talk to text. It's hilarious.
Lloyd says they call it Prescott.
Yep,
Pilot and student is involved. Pilot and student. Pilot prostitute. That's what I call it. Yeah. Oh, got just enough time to tell a story about Greg in Vegas when we went to Scores.
15 seconds. All right. Well, everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. You all have a great weekend. Don't forget Bill's show tomorrow night.
Maybe.
Should be a hoot.
I'll be busy
there.
with John Denver.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Good night, everybody.